In the previous class, okay, we discussed about what? Old SDLC models. Okay, so what are the old SDLC models? So waterfall model, okay, waterfall model, prototype model, spiral model, okay. Next incremental model and rad model. These five are comes under old SDLC models. Okay, so these five are comes under old SDLC models. See this one. This is what increment model. So see this one. Okay, this is what rad model. See here. Okay, this is waterfall model. Okay, this is waterfall model. So requirements to maintenance. Okay, only forward operations here completed, no backward operations here. Okay, and after that we will go for which model? Okay, prototype model. See this one, prototype model. Okay, see here. So prototype means it is what it is not clear. Okay, not clear designing, so develop prototypes and show to the customer. Okay, this is the prototype model. So next what? Spiral model. See this one, spiral model. These are called what? Okay, requirements gathering, analysis, designing, coding, testing, release, and maintenance. Okay, these are the stages. See here, so version by version incremented here. Okay, version by version. So this is first version 0, this is version 1, version 2, version 3, like this. Okay, so these are versions. Okay, na? MS SQL version. So starting version 2000, 2005, 2008, 2008 R2, 2012, 2014. These all are what? So versions here. So after that, we can see which model? RAD model. Okay, rapid application development model. See here, and this is what the main project divided into mini projects. And after finishing of mini project, gathering and finish it, and then we can combine with Mali again main project. Okay, so these are the example. Example for what? Hope hospital optimum process engine. See this one, registration, OP billing. These all are what divided into. So one hospital can be divided into number of stages. See this one, registration, OP billing stage, and pharmacy billing, and laboratory separate, and doctors appointment nursing. These all are the stages. Okay, these are divided into mini projects. Okay, so are you understood? Next, see this one. Why nowadays are companies are following advanced HD models? These all are old SDLC models. But now, okay, why companies are choosing advanced SDLC models? See this one. In old SDLC models, so testing comes after coding. Okay, testing will be comes after coding in old SDLC models. But in now advanced SDLC models, testing can start in initial and early stages. So testing can be started in early stages after getting the SRS or user story document, and we can study that document and understand that document and clarify the doubts, and we can prepare what? Test cases, test scenarios, and test data. Okay, that is the process. See this one, advanced SDLC model. There are two types of advanced SDLC model. First one is what? V model, and next one is what? Agile Scrum model. These two models are very important. So what is V model? So V means what? V means verification and validation. V stands for verification and validation. So see here. So what is verification? Okay, is a sequential process model or not? Sequential process model. This model defines what? So what is V model? V model is a mapping between development stages and testing stages. Okay, V model is a mapping between. Okay, V model defines the mapping between test development stages and testing stages. Okay, what is verification? So testing conducted on a document is called as a verification. So what is validation? So testing conducted on a program interconnections and complete the software, and software change is called as a validation. See here, verification means testing conducted on documents. From V model diagram. Okay, V model diagram. We see verification and validation diagram. Okay, verification and validation diagram. See here, BRS document. Okay, verify, review, and conduct by whom? Testing team by business analyst. Okay, SRS document, verify, review, and conduct by whom? System analyst. Okay, system analyst. Next, low level design and high level documents, verify, review, and conduct by whom? Technical architect here. Okay, technical architect here. See this one, V model manual testing. Okay, there are number of images are there. So you can pick anyone. So all are same process here, but there is no changes. Okay, V model software testing. You can see this one. So you can open this diagram in separate page. Okay, this is the process V model. Okay, V model process. So first one is verification process. This is what validation process. Verification process is different. Validation process is different. Okay, are you understood? So see this one. So BRS and SRS and HL, high level, low level design documents, these all are comes under what? Verification. Okay, this is verified. BRS document verified by business analyst. SRS document verified by system analyst. And low level design, high level design documents verified by review and conduct by whom? Technical architect here. See this one, reviews. There are three types of reviews. Okay, so what are the three types? Peer reviews, technical reviews, and walkthrough. Peer reviews means in real time. One tester prepare the test cases and reviewed by another tester is called as what? Peer review. So see, a technical review means test cases prepared by the testing team. Okay, and reviewed by which whom? Reviewed by the test lead is called as a technical review. So walkthrough means a step-by-step presentation. Okay, step-by-step presentation conducted by and a common understanding subject. This is called as what? Walkthrough. So see here. So two types of testing is there. What is static testing? What is dynamic testing? Static testing means test the application without execution is called as a static testing. సో స్టాటిక్ టెస్టింగ్ కి మనకి ఎటువంటి ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ అనేది ఉండదు. ఓకే, సో స్టాటిక్ టెస్టింగ్ దెర్ ఇస్ నో ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ ఫర్ స్టాటిక్ టెస్టింగ్. సో ఇన్ డైనమిక్ టెస్టింగ్ application is execution by validating with respect to the customer requirements is called as what? Dynamic testing here. Okay, so see this one in real time. First testing team conduct on what? Verification. In real time testing team conduct on verification. Okay, so the static testing on SRS documents and user story documents. See, these three lines are very, very important note. So what was that? What is the entry criteria for testing here? So coding is the entry criteria for testing. What is the exit criteria? Okay, exit criteria means prepare. So see this one. Exit criteria means what? Approved test cases are ready. Approved testable is ready. Approved test environment is ready. That is called as what? Exit criteria. Okay, so entry criteria means coding. So coding means testing is comes on after the coding. That's why that is the entry criteria. So see this one. Peer reviews also explained. Next, validation. So this one, testing team conduct. Okay, testing team study the SRS and user story documents. After that, understand the SRS and user story documents. Next, okay, and clarify the doubts by whom? Business analyst, system analyst, product owner. Okay, we can clarify the doubts from these three members. Okay, after clarify the doubts, we can prepare what? Test scenarios, test cases, and test data. Okay, so see this one. Next, dynamic testing. In the testing application, execution and test the application. Okay, execution by execution and validating the output with respect to the customer requirements is called as what? Dynamic testing here. See this one. This is the example of the dynamic testing. So in real time, after getting a project. Okay, in real time after getting a project or build or after getting a user story. Okay, from developers, testing team conduct on validation. Okay, so in real time after getting a project, build or user story from developers, testing team conduct on validation here. So dynamic testing. So 80% testing team is develop on what? Develop validation and dynamic testing here. So what is software testing? Software testing is a validation plus verification or verification plus validation. Okay, so next, what is build? Any developed software is called as a build. Okay, next, unit testing. C means programmers can test. So programmers can test program based on low level design is called as unit testing. So programmers can test based on high level design is called as what? Integration testing. So test the application, testing conduct on a testing team conducted based on SRS document is called as a software testing. So testing team conduct based on BRS document is called as what? User acceptance testing here. Are you understood? So unit testing, integration testing, software testing, develop user acceptance. These four are developed on developer side. This is four are comes under developer environment. Okay, so unit testing what? So programmers can based on unit testing. Okay, low level design. Next, programmers can based on high level design is called as the integration testing. Testing team conduct an SRS document is called software testing. User acceptance testing is BRS document. Is called as user acceptance testing. Why testing team and testers are required? So developers conduct only positive testing here. Okay. So testers can conduct both positive and negative testing. Okay. So positive testing. What is positive testing? Test the application with valid data, valid input and valid conditions is called as positive testing. So positive testing, another name of the positive testing is also called, so what? Happy path testing is called as a positive testing. So what is negative testing? Test the application with invalid data, invalid inputs and invalid conditions is called as negative testing. See here. So for example, we can take Gmail. So Gmail username or password contains 7 requirements here, 7 fields. See this one. Valid input, valid input, valid input, valid password. Okay, valid username, valid password. Invalid username, valid password. Okay, invalid username, invalid password. Valid username, invalid password. So blank and valid password, valid and blank and blank. These are the 7 conditions are applied here for Gmail. So if you click on sign in and login button, see here in Gmail application, user enter what? User valid username and valid password and click on sign in button. Or cannot? Yes. To click on sign in button, check the output. This is inbox. By means both are valid here. So username is also valid and password also valid here. So if you take invalid username and valid password, okay, click on sign. But what is the problem? To check the output, it is what? Error message. Why means here your username is invalid here. Okay. So that's why. Next, valid username we can take. After that, we can take the invalid password. To click on sign, but what output is error message. So invalid username. Okay, and invalid username and invalid password. We can click on sign in button. What is the output? Error message. Next, blank username and valid password. We can click on sign in button. What error message? Next, valid username and blank password. Also error message. Also blank username and blank password. Click on sign in button. What is the output here? Error message. See here, 7 blank username and blank field contains sign in button output. See this one. From 2 to 7 steps. 2 to 7 steps. See this 2 to 7. First one is only valid here. That's why inbox will be the output. So these 7 conditions are remaining. 2 to 7 conditions are what? These all are concerned. Identify the defects here. Okay, identify by the tester. Check the tester. Check the tester is identify the defects here. So developer conduct only functional testing. So tester conduct both functional and non-functional testing. So what is the functional testing here? So functional testing is the software is working or not. We can check, that is called as a functional testing. Okay, in my next non-functional testing means it is user friendly or not. We can check that one. Software, that is called as a non-functional testing. So see this one. If developer misunderstood the customer requirements or user stories or SRS documents, what is the functionality here? It is a developer wrong application. So testing team is identify the defects here. Okay. So username field should accept 3 to 35 characters only, alphabet, numeric, and small letters. So username field is what? Accepted 2 characters also. So okay, testing team identify the defect. Okay, and developer team doesn't have any interest to test his own coding. So that's why testing team can be testing here. Okay. So this is called as V model. So in next class we will discuss about Agile Scrum model. Okay. So thank you.